These are great. I love it. It's making me giggle like a little kid. You know, I think one of the greatest joys for me, at least, is when you come across art or work or even commercials, which is what I'm going to be talking about today, which really inspires you, really puts a smile on your face and really makes you happy.
Haribo tongue faster. It's kind of sweet and sour. The dummy will bounce in your head. Boing, boing, boing.
I've been wanting to talk about this for so long. I think this series of videos made by Haribo to advertise this stuff is one of the best advertising campaigns I have come across in so long. And they always bring me so much joy whenever I watch one. And they've been going on a few years now, and I do get served these ads quite a lot. And they are one of the few ads that I will sort of watch to the end every time they pop up. I think they're absolutely hilarious. I mean, if you haven't come across them, the whole premise is that grown-ups in grown-up situations, so police officers, fishermen, boxers who are squaring off before a match. It brings me so much joy just thinking about these ads. I absolutely love them. They are in these situations where they're going through standard adult stuff and someone opens Haribo, and then when the adults actually speak to each other.
The police can find him. Yeah. We are the police.
And I think they really take you back as an adult to that feeling that you had when you were a kid and you got excited about a bag of sweets, any sweets, not just Haribo. And they capture this thing so well. And I'm sure they must have sold bucket loads of their Star Mixers and Fantastics. They are just fun to eat because of all the shapes and stuff as well. Now, the core of why I really wanted to make this video and join these, apart from that, is because I think it teaches us something about the way in which we communicate, or a lot of the time on the internet and in modern corporate communications where I do a lot of work, the ways people don't communicate and how they don't address basic human needs, basic human desires, basic human emotions, or play to any of that at all. And this is where a lot of communications fail. So don't expect every company out there, every organization out there that's doing an ad or corporate comms or whatever it might be to start having adults being voiced over by kids. That's ridiculous. It works in this particular instance. But the point that I'm making is it ties into this innate thing inside of us, that desire to play, to have fun, and a connection to perhaps childhood that a lot of adults have lost. And I think it's a really important thing to think about. So how can we translate this into internal communications, corporate communications? Because this is the world I'm really interested in. Advertising tends to do a better job of this, even though in the last few years, I dare say that is declining quite a lot because everything's got so data-driven and is meant to be 5 seconds long, no more, or they're scared people are going to lose interest. I definitely think these ads prove that wrong. But how can we communicate better on a day-to-day and a corporate level? I think one of the things a lot of organizations have got to do is come back to that purpose that every organization loves to rave about. What is our company purpose? What is it we're trying to achieve? What is it that we're instilling in our employees, or our employees are living, that we want them to live and breathe and speak every day? And they need to bring that back to communications. And again, where I think you can really win with this is by talking to people like people, appealing to their humor, appealing to their sense of pride, appealing to basic core human emotions, and then getting to the messaging afterwards. A lot of the time during corporate training sessions, talking about how to present on camera, how to write scripts, all those sorts of things, I would tell people to look at Simon Sinek's Golden Circle, starting with why, and Simon Sinek puts this so much more eloquently than I ever can, but is all about appealing to those basic human wants and needs and desires and emotions and making an emotional connection before you deep dive into, as he puts it, features and benefits and how much of a discount you get on something, because of the way our brains process stuff.
Our newest brain, our Homo sapien brain, our neocortex, corresponds with the what level. The neocortex is responsible for all of our rational and analytical thought and language. The middle two sections make up our limbic brains, and our limbic brains are responsible for all of our feelings, like trust and loyalty. It's also responsible for all human behavior, all decision-making, and it has no capacity for language. In other words, when we communicate from the outside in, yes, people can understand vast amounts of complicated information like features and benefits and facts and figures. It just doesn't drive behavior.
I think it's something that is being more and more lost in modern communication. So when I saw these ads, it got me so excited and so happy, as well as get to make a video and eat tons of these and share them with my little boy. Of course, I swear I've been doing that. The fried egg is my least favorite one, but it's still so good. I love these things. Coming back to the purpose of this though, why I wanted to have this little rant. One, because it's incredible a piece of work. It's so funny, it's so sweet, and I think everybody I've spoken to, everyone I've showed this ad to, just absolutely loves it, unreservedly. People really dig this. Then number two is what we can learn from the ad, as well as being cute and funny and a sweet thing, why it appeals to people so much is really interesting. That connection with emotion, that connection with our desires, our needs, and that innate human feeling, that innate feeling that so many of us have. It sounds wanky saying innate human feeling, but that innate feeling so many of us have that we want to reconnect with our childhoods. And I think it does that so well, and they're plugging a pretty cool product too. I think, particularly in the commercial space, this kind of thing is lacking a little bit, and that's another thing. These ads seem so perfectly timed with everything that's going on in the world, because they do just provide this little bit of escapism, this little joy, which I really, really, really love as well. You can tell I'm incredibly passionate about these. It's rare that I see adverts which grab my attention this well, really sort of stoke emotions this well. I think in the UK particularly, people look to Christmas advertising every year to sort of go back to this kind of level of work. The traditional advertising which you'd see that would pull heartstrings and stir emotions, but I really don't think you get so much of that nowadays with most advertising. I think a lot of brands are just spending way less and doing lots of online ads, and these have been pushed as online ads, and I really hope they've been hugely successful and prove to all these brands that this kind of thing can be done. I'm so sick of really boring pop-up ads designed for socials that don't do anything, don't say anything, don't kind of tell any of much of a story anymore. They don't connect with you on any level other than trying to tell you what a good deal you're getting, or a lot of advertisers are people, I guess, trying to create a sense of need, and there's a very negative approach to a lot of advertising now. The criticism a lot of people leveled at the Apple ad that I talked about in the last video I posted, where they said it was creating sort of negativity instead of positivity. I think a lot of other people do that a lot more, in a lot more sort of rote fashion with every single ad that they put out. All those trading 2-on-2 ads and all that sort of rubbish that you see on YouTube now. I love that someone's come along and brought just a little bit of positivity and hope and happiness back to the world. I'm gonna leave the rant there. I hope you enjoyed this. I have so many more Haribo in the bag, but also really cool pieces of work that I've come across over the last few months that I want to talk about. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna enjoy these Haribo, and take care. See you soon. Like, subscribe if you liked it, and can't wait to talk about more cool stuff that matters to creatives and make some other cool videos about creativity very soon. Take care. See you. Bye. Oh. Oh, they smell so good. They really do. All right, what do we got here? Coke bottle. They are really nice. They do make you giggle like a little kid. Obviously, I don't have a little kid voice anymore. I need to find the voice changer. I love these little ring things. These are so cute in the ad. There we go, got it on like a ring. They are just fun to eat because of all the shapes and stuff as well. It's really true. Like, here's a little bear. Actually, yeah, these ones really good. Nice and soft and sort of pillowy, that's good. I'm really tasting Haribo. Sorry, speaking of my mouthful, like wine. I'm a connoisseur, I want my son to have the best. Little love heart.